Hey everybody. So today we're gonna go grocery shopping together, and especially in the sugar aisle. Now there are so many sugar options, sweetener options, and alternative sweeteners out there. I want you to have abundant clarity on which ones are good for you and which ones are not good for you. So let's start with sucralose. Sucralose, also known as Splenda, is an artificial sweetener. It came about in about the 1970s, and it is processed from sugar, add chlorine, and that makes the artificial sweetener. It's about 600 times sweeter than sugar and lower calorie because of that chlorination process. Now, some of the things that we know for sure about sucralose is that it can change the gut microbiome and it can affect blood sugar regulation. So we're seeing that people who use Splenda or sucralose quite often are having more blood sugar dysregularity. And then some of the long-term effects are a bit more concerning. There's some effects that show it can lead to cancer. Some of those are saying, oh no, we don't know that for sure. However, the long-term studies are showing mixed reviews. So in my opinion, sucralose is out. The next one is sweetened though, also known as saccharin. Now saccharin is also sweeter than sugar, but it's made from a chemical process by adding constituents of tar into the chemical processing. This one has been shown to have some long-term health effects as well. Similar to the sucralose, where it alters the microbiome, it affects insulin and blood sugar, and can lead to weight gain, even though it's low calorie. It's because of the way that it changes the microbiome and changes your metabolism. And this one does have more long-term effects of increased risk of cancer. We're also seeing with this one, the saccharin specifically, that it can increase neurological symptoms like headaches and migraines. There's a reason why all of these sweeteners are in these very light, very innocent baby colors, is because the marketing wants you to think that they're very innocent. Last doom and gloom one is aspartame. Aspartame under a brand name is called Equal. But aspartame is in a lot of things. It's in sodas, it's sometimes in bubblegums, candies, even light yogurts, sometimes toothpaste. So definitely watch out for this one because it is so common and it is known to cause migraines and anxiety. Let's talk about stevia. Stevia seems to be okay. It's made from a plant called candy leaf, and it's about 200 to 400 times sweeter than sugar. The only beef I have with stevia is that it's relatively new in the food marketplace. It entered the marketplace about 2008, and we don't have a ton of long-term data on it. The one thing that we are seeing as a consistent pattern though is that it can lower blood pressure, so that's something to be mindful of if you're consuming stevia pretty often. We'll do a part 2 with all of the other natural sweeteners, but the last two today are monk fruit, which is honestly great, no problem at all, and erythritol. Now, erythritol is sneaky because oftentimes monk fruit and erythritol are together. Monk fruit's totally okay, erythritol, not so much. Erythritol is known as a sugar alcohol, and you can tell that because it's got the O-ol at the end. There are other sugar alcohols too, like xylitol, and the ol end in the O-ol. Erythritol is very low calorie, and one of the reasons it's low calorie is because humans can't digest it. So what's a side effect of things that humans can't digest? Bloating, gas, diarrhea. Not ideal. So watch out for things that have erythritol in it because it could cause bloating and gas and loose stool, but especially watch out for things that say sweetened with monk fruit. And if it's just sweetened with monk fruit, that's great. but if it's sweetened with monk fruit and erythritol, it might have those side effects. So I hope this is helpful. Let me know in the comments what other sugars you want to hear about, and I'll be sure to add them into part 2.